welcome. Um, don't think anyone watched anyone who watched this have watched my previous videos. Anyways, long story short, the length between my first and my second video was roughly 2 months. This time only 2 weeks. Yay, I'm improving. That was actually the plan though, so ended up pretty well. Anyways, what you're seeing in front of you is the Phoenix Mark 1. The design was taken from a ship I made in a game called StarMade, which is much like this, just more Minecrafty. Um, the original ship was a light cruiser, you could say. The idea of it was to have just to have a ship with a huge barrel and a huge gun in it, which actually worked in that game because the guns were individual blocks which you could link all together, and it created a wall of fire. And my god, it was impressive. I've tried to recreate the ship ever since. I started playing Space Engineers and stopped playing that game. That game was dead to me after I found Space Engineers. And I have tried making it as a fighter, as a cruise ship. For some reason, going on a luxury cruise. And originally, also, it was called the Blue Sapphire. Yes, quite a nice ship. But I thought, since it doesn't have the same role anymore, being this thing is a rocket frigate, which is basically just like a strike craft, but a very large one with rockets. Yes, the original. Since it is a reincarnation of the original one, I thought the name Phoenix would be appropriate. It has been long dead in the ashes, but now it rises again as a beautiful ship, spitting out tremendous amounts of flames, both in the rear and the front. Yes, in the front in the form of rockets, in the rear in the form of hydrogen. I don't usually like hydrogen thrusters. I like to keep my ships, kind of survival functional. I'm not sure how long this thing is gonna hold either. It has 2 hydrogen tanks only. Um, but it does actually have something for fuel saving. I'm not talking about the 6 ion thrusters in the rear. No, I'm talking about, well, some of you with a keen eye for space engineering might have noticed this. A mass block. 6 mass blocks and some wait, no, 4, sorry. 4 mass blocks and some gravity generators hidden inside the engineering compartment of the ship. I have it equipped with a mass drive, which, for those of you who don't know, you use a gravity generator to push mass blocks, which then creates very cheap and efficient acceleration. It's slightly slower than hydrogen power in this form, but it's very powerful. I always had a fascination for the bloody things. It's an excellent way of propulsion. The only thing is you have to turn on the ship's gravity, because if not, you're going to be pulled downwards at the same time. I am incredibly happy with this ship, as I was with the Dagger, but I think I created this one first. Can't remember. I'm pretty sure I did. I have lights indicating which side it's on either side. I have 3 cameras on this thing, just in case. I mentioned incredible detail. I have in-cuts here and there, wheels, interior blocks, stairs instead of slopes, rounded blocks, which I almost never use, a slight shape in the end for the thrusters, passage blocks in the bottom of the ship. I have spent not a tremendous time on the ship actually. The initial design, minus the fine tuning, this ship took me 3 hours. I was in the zone on that day. Yes, just put on a bit of Queen and then just went ham on the design. I had a rough idea of how I wanted it. It all started at the front, and then it just kind of evolved backwards until I had this beautiful, magnificent ship you see before you. let me see. I have a few things on this at the bottom as well. This is where the side-to-side thrusters are located. I'm quite happy with how I managed to fit those in. Just extend it out a bit. See, I have a connection port here which should line up to my other ones, albeit a bit weirdly, perhaps, since most of them have it on the side. This one has it on the bottom. I have some spotlights placed here with some glass over them to protect them. I don't have any glass on the other side though. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it on the outside. Now let's see the side compartments. Yes, I put some side compartments there because I had some space that I didn't know what to do with. Yes, here's a med bay. Why would you want a med bay? Well, perhaps you'd fly up to an enemy station. You could just accurately fire some rockets at it, taking out its turrets, and then you just wait for your comrades to spawn right here in this med bay, and then they can board it. Yes, that might be a very good use for this. Don't know though. You know, if nothing, it's a nice feature. Now I can turn off my lights because this room has its own lights. This is the cryostasis room. Yes, you have a couple places for you to nap. They need to fix that as well. You know, the stuff you see. I think I can see my body, right, and I can see the old glass for this. Yeah, they need to fix that. And there's a control panel here. There's a control station here which you can sit in. Yes. Maybe you want to sit here and control some stuff. I think they should change this so you can sit in first person, because originally in the game there was only this thing. There wasn't a flight seat. It was only this control station. And it didn't have first person, and they added a flight seat with first person to it. But I think they should give this something else to do. Like, I don't think you should be able to fly from these anymore. That's my thought on it anyways. Or maybe they could just change it so you can at least sit first person in the bloody thing. Right, I might need to test this now. The flight characteristics, and then we'll do a fire test. There's also no oxygen in this thing, internal oxygen. I do have a beacon though, and a laser antenna attached to the back of it. Yeah, but there's oxygen, but only in this cockpit right there. Wait. Oh, I haven't noticed. They changed the seat in it to the one you see on the outside. Okay, that's quite nice. Okay, so you can see, you can't see shit in this thing. Oh, nope, you can see a sliver out there. That's about it. Yeah, that's it. And the windows out on the side. But don't you know, that doesn't really matter. You know, you have 3 cameras there. You have the left camera, well, starboard camera, as you can see in the top right. 4 is the middle camera, which you shouldn't use that much because when downwards thrusters are used, you can't see anything anymore. And then you have, well, for left side. You know what? It's actually surprisingly cool to fly with this. Can you just imagine? Ooh, yes. You know, I can show you that later. You can see it. Let's just see acceleration. Yes. 3, 2, 1, 4, 5. Weird counting there. Who cares? 5 seconds for acceleration. And well, yeah, that's not too bad, I don't think. Now I think it's time we test its firepower upon something magnificent. Yes. I have chosen Killian Medlock's. What's it called again? I'll probably show its name. What was it? Heavy frigate something? Yeah, I'm a big fan of Killian K. Medlock and his creations. I mean, the man had a crazy streak. I actually asked him about it. He apparently made a load of ships in last summer, and then he just slowly released them. Whiplash Heavy Cruiser. There we go. Oh, that's a bit of lag. hope it doesn't have any... Oh, why is it so much lag? Oh dear. I don't have anything on in the background, I think. Oh well, just look how cool. This is actually quite a cool camera. Oh well, a Whiplash Heavy Cruiser. Prepare to say goodbye. I mean, obviously you'd fly a bit when you did stuff to this thing, but you know, I mean, you can do decent damage. I mean, I know. I have actually worked on a system for it to release torpedoes or self-made projectiles, as it's also known. All right, this doesn't do jack shit to it, but I'm pretty sure that's heavy armor. Is it? Maybe not. Anyways, I think that's been it. Oh wait, yes, there's one last thing after I delete that laggy thing. Oh, there we go. My last episode was on the Dagger. Just want to add to that. I decided to make a civilian version. There we go, the F model. Yes, I made so many models of this thing now. But I like it. That's why I do it. I've changed the front. It now has a spotlight. It has no weapons on it. It's civilian. I added some ion thrusters on the side here. The weapon mounts are still there though, so you could transform it. You could add weapons to this. You just, I can actually show that. But if you want your very own civilian version to have guns on it, you can if you modify it properly. Let's see. It's basically the same, but there's a toggle switch for the hydrogen thrusters, except the backing up one, because that one you still have to use. So you can just use ion thrusters for cheap travel. Yes, I thought that was a good addition to the civilian version. More mileage for it. But if you want to add weapons to it, you can. You can definitely do it. Sorry. I have some weird friends, and I get influenced by their strange way of talking English. As I'm still doing that. God damn it. Well, I think that's it. Yes, I've shown you the brand new Dagger. I've shown you the ship I've had for months, and will be released with the video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the ship, and have a pleasant day.